My name is Tina, and I come on here to share my story, to share my journey, to share my what I've been through, right? I like to share what I've been through because if it's not you, it could be somebody that you know is going through the same thing. So I like to talk about my situation, what has happened to me, where I've come from, right? So I'm going to show you a quick picture. So my name is Tina, and I am 54 years old, and I live in Massachusetts, and I'm just a mom. I work full time from home. I enjoy my job, but I also enjoy, helping people. And so last year in June, I went to the doctors for a regular physical, and I went for a regular physical last June, and the doctor had said that she diagnosed me as a severe diabetic. Severe diabetic meaning that it was my A1C was 11.5, and it's supposed to be a 5.7 or below. So 11.5 is very dangerous, very dangerously high. So the only thing that my doctor would say to me at that time was, you need to go on. She said, the only thing that's going to solve me is if I go on some pills, right? She was calling in those 2 pills that you have when you're a diabetic, right? The pills in a shot. She said that was the only way that was going to heal me. And right. So, I didn't really think I wanted to do that. I wasn't so sure. And so I asked a couple more questions, and so then I told her, I'm not really sure. I think I want to think about it. And she said, well, if you don't get on the diet, if you don't go pick up the medication, what's going to happen to you is you're going to lose your eyesight. You're going to lose your limbs. You're going to lose your memory, and your organs will shut down. And I totally understand what she's talking about with all of those. Now that I've done some research, I've also started school to be a certified nutritionist. So I've learned so much about that in school. So I understand what she means by that. What she means about forgetting my family is because type 3 is diabetes of the brain, right? Type 3 diabetic is diabetes of the brain, which is Alzheimer's, right? So that's what she meant by that. And when she meant my limbs, right? We know some diabetics who have lost their limbs from diabetes because the nerves, you get neuropathy and your nerves get shot, and so the circulation stops in your limbs, and so they have to remove your limbs. You get like the diabetes sores, and that's what happens. So when she said about the memory thing, it's because type 3 diabetes is in your brain. Oh, hello. Hi, Vibe. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. So my name is Tina. I am 54 years old, and I was just going through a little bit about my story, and then I was just going to talk about the protocol that I'm on that has completely changed. Hi, Ethan. How you doing, guys? Oh, hi, dog. You guys are so great. Happy Saturday night. If I'm from Massachusetts. If you guys want to tell me where you're from, I would love to learn, to know where you're from. Like I said, I'm from Massachusetts, and my name is Tina, and I am 54 years old, and I'm on a health journey. I was diagnosed with, oh, Rowan, happy birthday. You're supposed to be out celebrating. What are you doing on here with us? Hello, Kentucky. Do you ever go to the Kentucky Derby? I'm sorry, people ask you that all the time. I've always wanted to go. South Carolina. Oh, you guys are talking all the nice warm weather. Actually, I can't really say that. It was much warmer here today in Massachusetts. So spring is coming. I believe today's the first day of spring, isn't it? I think today's the first day of spring, the 21st of March. I could be wrong, but I could be completely wrong. So I thank you so much for the likes and the hearts. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate it so much. So I was saying that I went to the doctors in June and found out I was a severe. Oh, did you, Vibe? Thank you so much. When I get off, I can subscribe back. I don't know how to do it otherwise. I'm sorry. I'm pretty ignorant. Oh, you know what I want to ask you guys? Because you're probably way more of a YouTuber than I am. When you get a second, my thumbnails, is that what they call those on my videos? I want your honest opinion about them, because I created it in Canva and put it on. I have a couple large videos in there, so I put hi, dog. So I put the thumbnails. I created it. I kind of want to know what you guys think. I mean, don't make me cry, but I want to see what you think, because I created it myself in Canva and put it on. But I don't know. I haven't done a ton on YouTube, so I don't even know if they're okay, if I need to change them. But I would love your honest opinion. Just don't make me cry, I'm kind of sensitive like that, but you know, the YouTuber. Well, do you think so, Doc? Okay, Vibe. So I would love your opinion about my thumb. Are they called thumbnails? I think they call them thumbnails, the ones that you put above, above your videos and explain the video. So I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm hip or anything like that. So I was wondering if you guys give me your opinion. But Doc, I appreciate it. Don't. Oh, okay. Okay. So they are supposed to be different. Okay. All right, so that makes sense. All right, yeah, they are all the same. I thought they were supposed to be, so change them up a little bit. Okay, I appreciate that. I will do that because I can, okay, that makes sense. All right, because I kind of fished through some and I wasn't sure, so I will change them. That makes complete sense. So a little bit of the video and that's your thumbnail. Okay, because I learned how to do that on the shorts. I learned on the shorts how to hold it and, to have it do that. But okay, I appreciate that, because like I looked at like, I know Gary Vee on here and I was kind of looking at his stuff and I didn't do a ton of digging. I was just trying to create something because I didn't even know I could do that myself. So, all right, I will change them. I haven't made that many, but I can go back in and fix it. I appreciate that. See, I'm so glad I remembered to ask because I wanted to ask to see what you guys thought. Because I really want them, I want it to be successful. I really enjoy coming on here. I'll let you know that I spent a little bit more time on the other platform before, and I feel like it's just not the same anymore. I feel like people are either, okay. All right. Okay, that makes complete sense. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Okay, that I will do that because I put what I was talking about in there, but I guess I'm gonna change it up a little bit, maybe a little piece of a video of the thing. All right, that's great. I think I can do that. Think I can do it in Canva. I've learned a little bit about Canvas, which is a great little platform. I know people do, a lot more fancier stuff in there, but I'm really trying. So I like to learn about it. But I am so excited that you told that to me. So tomorrow I will go through. Okay. If it looks fun. Okay, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. All right. Yeah, to see if it's worth clicking on. That makes complete sense. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Someday, Vibe, we could be, you and I together could be bigger creators. You never know. Just takes time, right? Just takes time and consistency. Like with anything, got to be consistent, and that's how you grow. And you come on and you have to swallow your nerve. I still get nervous coming on, but I'm figuring it out. So what I like to come on and talk about, if you guys, want to talk about it, you don't have to, but the more I talk about it, the better I get at it too. So that's the other thing. You never know. You never know. So I have along, you just take one thing at a time. You have to be consistent. So my story is that in June of last year, and like I told you, I'm 54 years old. In June, I was 53. I went to the doctors and received a crappy diagnosis of a type 2 diabetic. So I quickly, and I mean quickly, 8 months, I reversed my diabetes naturally. I did it nutraceutically without any medication at all. So I feel like not many people know that you can do that because I didn't know I could do that. My doctor never talked about reversing my diabetes on my own without medication. I picked up no medication from CVS. That's our pharmacy here. I picked up no medication from CVS. I didn't take anything besides so 11.5 was my A1C, and Doc, I'm not sure how old you are, so I know. What was it, like 97 or something? Well, I'm probably 97 with you, right? That is huge. I'm getting there, and it's funny because you had to have 50 to go live. And I felt like I'm never gonna get 50, So, and then I come on, and I see these people that have like crazy amount of followers. I'm like, how do they do that? Hello, Carol. How are you? It's so nice for you to be here. I have a great group in here. Carol, my name is Tina, and I was talking. Well, I had a couple things we were talking about. I was talking about my story, my health story, and how I had become. You're so cute. How I become a type 2 diabetic. So you know what, Carol? So this is a Saturday night, right? So I just did my regular day stuff, some errands, some stuff around the house, went to the gym, blah blah blah. And I was just about to go to bed, and I was like, you know what? I came on not too long ago, a couple days ago. I came on here, and I had such a great time. Um, I do feel great. I feel great. So I had such a great time. So I wanted to come on tonight before I went to bed. But I was a severe diabetic in June. I quickly, in 8 months, reversed my diabetes on my own naturally, without medication, without pills. All I did was a couple lifestyle changes, and I didn't know that that was an option. Type 2, though, all right? So I should just tell you type 2 diabetes, not type 1. Type 1 diabetics, I don't know if you know anything about it, is a totally different monster. It has to do with, they can't produce insulin. As a type 2, I produced way too much insulin. So I was able to fix that. And I'm grateful for it, because I could have very well been very, very sick, right? So with diabetes, with anything, it starts with insulin resistance, right? So, and I didn't know that. So I could have done what I was doing, eat what I was eating, not exercising, not taking care of myself. So I could have done two things. I could have kept going the way I was going by eating terrible and not exercising and not drinking enough water, all the rules that you have. Or I could have done what I did and decided to take my life, my health seriously, because I wasn't doing that. I was taking it for granted, honestly. This way I was taking it for granted. I was like, all right, Vibe, you're so cute. So, I was not, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating right, I wasn't drinking water. There was so many bad things, right? So when I decided to take my health, and I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't, oh, so thank you very much, Carol. So I didn't do anything crazy. I did 3 small steps that I did that I share. This is what I come on to share. I share the 3 steps that I did and how I changed how I completely saved myself. Because I had some signs, I had some symptoms. I had, brain fog. I had neuropathy, which is that tingling and burning in your hands and your feet. And it may not, you guys may be too young, but you might know somebody that has insulin resistance, and all that is just too much insulin in their body from eating a very bad diet, a bad diet of like high sugars, which is me, high carbs, which was me. I had all these problems, and my body just finally, my liver said, forget it, I can't do it anymore. So then I became a diabetic, right? So I had to do a couple things. I started exercising, which was something I wasn't doing. I work from home behind my desk, so I wasn't exercising. I was just getting to work and working all day long and eating 6 small meals, because that's what my doctor told me to do, eat 6 small meals. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I could do it. I could do anything. I don't know. I just like to talk about my story and talk to you guys. I don't know what it will be like. Whatever you think. So I just like to talk, and I would like to talk about the system that I'm on and the reason why. Okay, so arthritis is a terrible thing. That's like the neuropathy, right? The pains in your fingers and your toes, right? So that is 100% something that I went through. And arthritis is a buildup of inflammation in your joints, right? And so I did have arthritis. I hope, Carol, this means that you don't have it anymore, because it's a terrible thing. And I hope to God that that's the case for you. I no longer have neuropathy. I no longer have skin tags. I don't have brain fog. I don't have those black floaty things in my eyes. I don't know if you guys want to talk about this, but I no longer have IBS. I had IBS so bad that it was like it would take charge of my life. Like if I went to the store, I would have to make sure they had a bathroom. I don't want to go too gross with it, but if you know anything about IBS, oh, okay. So when you said I did have, I hope to God that meant you didn't. Vibe, thank you so much. I will be back on probably tomorrow, I would say. I can come back on tomorrow about this time and get to see. I really appreciate you very, very much, Vibe, and I will follow you back. And I hope to God that we can stay connected and be friends. I appreciate you so much. I hope a happy Saturday night, and thank you for being so positive. I think that you're great. So Carol, so what I did with mine, what it was my, I was insulin resistance, right? So, and actually I can show you the wheel because you'll understand it, because it's on here, insulin resistance. Sorry, I have a new passcode on this thing, and I didn't have one before. So, all right, so let me show you what I looked like. Oh, I'm such a knucklehead. So this is what I looked like in June when before I started my diet, right? Not my diet, my change of life. So this is my picture. See how swollen my hands are? My hands are swollen, my face is swollen, my whole body is swollen, very inflamed because I was very insulin resistant and I had tons and tons. You're 10 years old and you have arthritis at 10 years old? Oh my God. I am so sorry. That is a terrible thing. Um, so the wheel, all right, well, this, you're 10 years old, so I don't really think you want to talk about this at 10 years old, but, this is what the insulin resistance means. So the chart, the middle is insulin resistance. Your body isn't using the insulin um, for energy anymore. It's now using it to store it, right? And so what I was telling you for is that right here, one of this arthritis is one of the things that comes from the insulin resistance. So I wanted to show that to you. Oh, you had it since you were 7. Carol, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. Okay, so I hope that the doctors can help you with that. I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm very sorry about that. Well, I hope that they can help you with that. Arthritis is just, is it in your hands? Okay, yeah, no problem, Vibe. Go for it. And I would love to. I'm gonna do the stream. I don't even know how to find streams when I'm on here, so I've gone through videos. But go to another stream. Have a good time. If you come back, I'll see you in your ankle. Did you have an? So Vibe, have a good time. And hopefully, I'll see you after. But I go find some good streams. I'm gonna go figure it out when I get off. Start following other people because I think it's only the right thing to do. So you must have had an injury in your ankle, Carol. That's what I think. That's what it sounds like. My son had some hockey injuries, and so he had some arthritis in his ankles from hockey. So you can, I don't know if you eat a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar. That's what happens with arthritis. You know, and certain things with insulin resistance. If you eat too many carbs, too much sugar, you get very inflamed. Yeah, he's good now. You know, it flares up and it hurts, and he has to watch his diet. That's one thing that he has to do, and it helps him a lot. But it was from hockey. He like broke his ankle in hockey, and so he had it. He'd have to tape it. He would have to tape his ankle for a long time. You know, that was what he went through. Thank you for the smiley faces. Yeah, so that's what he went through. So, I had it in my knees. My knees would hurt when I would walk. This is all last year, you know. So my knees would hurt when I walked, and my back would hurt when I walked because I was overweight, and also I had so much inflammation in my body that I couldn't really. I feel like I couldn't get away from it, right? I was always in pain and I always hurt. So that was one thing that I used to go through all the time. But I did choose prevention over pills. I decided to take care of my health, and I didn't take any medication for it. I did all naturally. I did it nutraceutically. I did it naturally. I did it with food. I did it with diet. I did it with exercise, and I did it with the Feel Great system. Those are the 3 things that fixed me. So I no longer have neuropathy. I no longer have brain fog or any pains in my bodies, which is amazing. So that, I don't want to bore you, Carol, with it, but I just wanted to come on and share my story, and kind of work on my presentation a little bit because I know that I'm new at it, sharing my story, my presentation. But that's about it. So what are you doing this weekend? Anything fun? What is it, Saturday? For a 10-year-old? You're up awful late. I'm just kidding. So what So, do you get a chance to exercise at all, Carol, or does it hurt too much? Like, just moving has been huge for me. What I do is I eat protein. I focus on protein. I don't eat carbs that much. I do have a little bit, but carbs are not your friend well, they are. Carbs aren't bad, but if you eat too many carbs and your body stores it, that's where the inflammation comes. So that could be why it bothers your ankle. You maybe, I don't know how you do for your protein, but I wasn't eating enough protein or fiber when I was sick last year. So, maybe that would help you. I'm not sure, but that, definitely not a doctor, but I hope that you can make it because you're too young. You're too young to be having pains in your legs or any pains, right? For that matter, you don't want to have any pain at all. How long have you been on YouTube? This is new to me. I used to do the TikTok. I don't know if you could say that on here, but I used to do TikTok, and I like it a little bit, but it's changed, and the people are not as nice over there. They can be quite, especially at night, they can be quite rude, and I don't like that. Um, oh, so nuts. For your mom, how is your mom? Oh, through your mom. Um, she's fine. Carol, where did you tell me where you lived? Let's see. I did have arthritis. Oh, maybe you didn't. Where are you from, Carol? I don't think I thought I did have arthritis. Are you local? I live in Massachusetts. That's where I live. And it's 8:45 here right now. I've met some pretty great people. Ah, Mexico. Do you like it? I've never been. I've never been to Mexico. So right now, do you move a lot? Some people move a lot. I've moved inside Massachusetts. I haven't moved outside Massachusetts, but I've moved a few times in Massachusetts. That's hard. So do you homeschool or do you get to go to school? Like when you move a lot, do you just homeschool or do you just enroll with the new school? Oh, you move inside Mexico. That's good. Is it hot? Yeah, my kids, well, we had COVID. My kids are older. My kids are 26, 24. Oh, you don't like it. Oh, you don't like Mexico? What is your favorite state? Where, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? I would live, I don't know. I really I like Massachusetts. I mean, I might, if I could live anywhere else besides Massachusetts, I probably would say like Tennessee. Ah, Columbia. Okay. So, I think I would live in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, or somewhere over there. I don't know if I would live there. I want to visit it, so then I would see if I'd want to live there. But I live in Massachusetts, and I would think that Tennessee would be nice, warm, but I think they have big bugs. So I don't think I would want big bugs at all. Yeah, so what time is it for you? It's 9 o'clock at night here. What time is it for you in Mexico? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So there's 3 hours difference for you. That's kind of neat. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's right. That would make sense because you're over by like California over that way because that's 3 hour difference. So that's Pacific time, I think. That's great. Yeah, so it's dark here. It's bedtime. It is. So I just made some cookies and dinner for my kids, and I was just folding my laundry, and I said, you know what? I want to go live and see if I can meet some new folks and kind of talk about whatever you want to talk about. If there's any questions that you have, I'd be glad to answer them if I have an answer for you, or you know, I can let you go hang out with somebody cooler than me. That's for sure. I'm sure this. I'm sure there's a lot of people on here tonight. It's a Saturday night. It must be crazy with the busy lives. Is there a lot of lives? Oh, thank you. Um, do they do a lot of lives over here on YouTube, or is it more videos? I always wondered. I just tried live over here to see if I could, share my story to help somebody else, but I haven't done much digging. I'm going to spend some more time on it. They say YouTube is a lot easier to grow on than other platforms. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm happy with the people that I've met for sure. So let's see. If you're 11, yeah. So you're probably, is that like, don't be mad if I'm wrong, but is that like sixth grade? If you're 10 or 11, is that 6th grade? I don't even remember when my kids were. I don't even know. Yeah, it would be because you start school at 5. Oh my God, you're just a baby. And you're still 10. So if you're 10 years old, you are probably in 5th grade? 5th grade. Oh my God. Good for you. Do you like your teachers? Oh, well, you're homeschooled. So you may not get a chance to. Well, you still have teachers, right? When you do the homeschool, my kids did. Good. I'm glad you like them. That's awesome. That's really great. That makes a big difference. It makes a big difference if you like your teachers. My kids like their teachers, and sometimes they didn't, right? So sometimes they didn't like their teachers, but if they do, it makes a big difference. It's been super nice to talk to you, Carol. Um, not that much. Yeah, well, it's you got to do it, right? You got to go to school. You got to get your education. Do you know what you want to do when you grow up? What are you gonna do when you grow up? What do you want to be? Do you have plans? Oh, good for you. Hey, so I went to Chicago. I mean, you're young, so you'll get a chance to do some traveling, but I went to Chicago with my son for a conference, and we took there's like this boat ride you can take in Chicago that you can look at all of the buildings in Chicago, all the big ones. And it was amazing how many women built these incredible buildings. And they're not, because it's called the Windy City, it's very windy. They have to build these buildings to withstand the wind. And so some of them, it would like be this building, but it would have like a big hole in the middle for the wind to pass through, or it would be twisted a little bit. It was just so cool. So that's engineering, I'm pretty sure, right? You would need for engineering to build big buildings like that. But it was so inspirational to see these buildings. And if you get a chance, you probably can look them up online. I'm sure you can Google them in Chicago. And we took the Chicago, they have like a, boat ride, and they show all of these massive buildings in Chicago. And they talked about how each one was built, when where they were built, why it was built like that. But, if you're into engineering, you might like, looking into those buildings in Chicago, because the boat ride was amazing. And to just learn, like, why was there a big hole in the middle of this building, or like the way that the bricks were, it was all because it's a windy city. So with the wind, oh, it is so cool. You should, if you get a second, I'm sure you can Google it and get information about it. But I think, especially if you're into engineering, I think you're going to get a big kick out of it. I think you're really going to enjoy those buildings, because they were something. And some of them were built by women. I can't think of any of their names though, but women built them. So, which I think was impressive. I think that's awesome that, I don't know, I guess I don't know. I just was blown back by it, but it was super fun, and I want to go back and see it. Yeah, crazy. And there was a woman that built like 2 or 3 of them, and they were pretty awesome. They were pretty awesome. All of them were. There was some that were just older buildings, and the newer buildings, but you should take a look at it if you can. If you got nothing to do and you want to look it up online, but I think you'll like it, and maybe someday you can go and see these buildings, because I think as an engineer you will really fall in love with the structure. Oops, sorry, the structure of them and how they were made. It was so fun to see, but that's it. So I think I will let you go, and it's so nice to connect with you, and I will follow you back, so that if you do come online, I would like to connect with you and see what you're up to, see how school's going. See how school is going. You've been really nice to talk to. I think you're going to do great things in your life, and I'm sure your parents are super proud of you, and I think you're going to do amazing things in your life. And so someday I'll be driving through Boston, and I'm going to say, oh my God, I know Carol, she built that building. Right? So it's going to be fun. Take care. Please take care of yourself. I hope that your ankles feel better. You don't deserve to have pain. You're too young. Okay. All right, good. All right, if it's not, oh, it's earlier for you, but it's Sunday, you never know. But I appreciate you coming on. You've been so fun and so nice. But we'll connect, and I'll hear more about your future. But I hope you have a good night, my friend, and I'll see you in YouTube land. Thank you so much.